Hi guys, am I properly audible and visible both? Am I properly audible and visible both? Great, thank you so much. Can I get more yeses, please? Or can I get good evenings or maybe a good greeting in the chat section? Before we begin, I think we can start on a better note, isn't it? We can start with a quick greeting for everyone, from everyone. Hi, good evening. So, hi guys, I was there in the WhatsApp group. I've been seeing the chats as well. So, I believe this time the users were very, very motivated to begin with this session. And we had a lot many queries as well, isn't it? So, very good to see everyone here. And hi, everybody. My name is Shikha. So, for the next 3-4 days, I'll be your coordinator in a way. I'll be going ahead with the sessions and telling you more about what you'll be covering and helping you more through the WhatsApp group itself, right? So make sure once you go ahead, you are active in the WhatsApp group, you go ahead and see the notifications, check out whatever resources are being shared there so that it helps you prepare better for this bootcamp, right? And I am excited to be here in this webinar. Good to see you, Khatib. We are excited to have you as well. So much excited to learn. Oh, that is so nice, Amit. Okay, guys, now to tell you more about this bootcamp, the next 4 days, you will be going ahead and building a front end project, right? Now, what is front end? Front end is basically something that you see in front of you on the website, right? Whatever first comes to you when you actually browse a website is what front end is. Now, once you go ahead with this, you will be going ahead and building your own personal website, right? So that would be a huge landmark, or that would be a huge achievement for anyone, even if you're beginning with coding, or even if you've done coding till some point of time, right? Because this is something that you can now put in your resume. So make sure the next 4 days you go ahead, be as disciplined as you can be, attend the classes regularly. Please don't go ahead and just skip 1 or 2 classes in the middle, because you won't be able to understand anything later then, right? So that is something. So make sure you're as disciplined as you can be. For the next 4 days, I hope we can see you guys here regularly in the sessions. Can we have a yes or a no? Can we have you regularly in the sessions, guys? Can we have you preparing your website, putting in efforts and preparing your website? A yes or a no? More yeses, please. It will only help you in the end. We are not even getting something out of this. But okay, can we have more yeses? Okay, so guys, on this note, I'll quickly hand over the session to Mansi. She is our curriculum lead, right? And she's been someone who's been very engaged with the students. So she'll be the one telling you about the course offerings, right? And why, what you'll be learning in this boot camp, and why you should go ahead and do it precisely. I believe we had a lot many questions, so let's just have them answered today. Hi, Mansi.
Hi, Shikha. Hi, everybody. Good evening. All right. Let me share my screen. Shikha, let me start. All right. Guys, if you can see my screen, please type in yes. Come on. If you can see my screen, type in yes in the chat box. All right. Perfect. Perfect. So very good evening to all of you. There is something written on the screen for you guys. Let's introduce ourselves. Before I introduce myself, I want to hear from you. What is your name? Which city you are joining from? And what are you looking forward to learning in this boot camp? So let's introduce ourselves. Let's get to know each other. Let's get to know the audience. I have 127. That means 125 students here. So please share these 3 things about yourself: your name, your city, and what are you looking forward to learning in this boot camp. Guys, I see few students raising their hands. We will take your questions towards the end of the session. So wait, hold on, keep typing your questions, but we will take them towards the end of the session, okay? All right, I see people typing. Kiran is from Bangalore. I see someone from Hyderabad wanting to learn front-end development. Isaac, Shirsha from Hyderabad, Khatif from Hyderabad. He's looking for an opportunity to gain his skills. Shubham from Bihar for job as front-end developer. Perfect. Preeti from Bangalore looking for front-end development. Saloni from Maharashtra. Good Prasad from Bangalore. Excited to learn new skills. I'm very excited to be on this journey with you as well. Sandeep, he's from Bangalore and he wants to learn about website design. You are in the right place, Sandeep. That's what we're going to be doing. Right. Shalini from Hyderabad wants to become a software developer. Perfect. All right. I see people from all over India joining us today. Hyderabad, Mumbai, Telangana, Dehradun. All right. Okay. Very nice to see chat. Super active, everybody. Let's keep that energy on in the session because that's how we'll be learning, right? So are you ready to get started, everybody? If you're ready to get started, type ready in the chat box. Type ready in the chat box if you guys are ready. Perfect. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I love it when my audience is super excited as I am. So let me introduce you to the topic, right? Yes, it is front-end bootcamp. You will be, by the end of the 4 days, you will be able to have your website ready. But in addition to that, we have something really special for you guys. That is how to stand out in the crowd and get your dream company to notice you. Yes, you heard me right. We will also be telling you through your personal website, how can you stand out from the crowd and get your dream company to notice you? Now, guys, this is super important, right? So are you super excited to learn this? Are you super excited to stand out from the crowd? Show me some energy and then let's get started. Come on. Yes. Guys, send me some emojis to show your excitement. Yes, you're typing in yes, but I don't feel your energy. Perfect. Thank you, Surendra, for sending the emoji. Kushali is very excited. Perfect. All right. Perfect, guys. Guys, this is the schedule for the next 4 days. This is what we will be doing. Let me run you through this so that you understand what we'll be covering on each day and why it is important to not miss even one single session. Forget session, why it is important to not miss even one single minute of any session. Because if you miss, you won't be able to move on to the next session. You won't understand, you won't keep pace. So today, being day 1, we are in the orientation sessions. I am Mansi. I am taking your orientation. In orientation, we will be doing career guidance, a little bit of understanding what is the job market out there, what are different jobs in tech sector, how can you get those jobs. Then towards the end, we will see how to stand out for tech roles. And then you will meet your instructor who will be with you for the next 4 days. He's a very special person, expert at what he does. Then on day 2, you will have personal branding and LinkedIn. This will help you make your website amazing, right? So yes, you will make your website by end of 4 days, but the content that you're going to put on it, that is you. So how can you make your personality shine out? Because that will make all the difference. So that is what we will learn tomorrow in personal branding. And then on LinkedIn, how can you portray yourself to attract the right opportunities, to get noticed by employers. Then in the second part of the session, you will be learning introduction to HTML. Then on day 3, you will be meeting a front-end developer who few months ago was a student just like you, and he studied with AccioJob. Now he's working. So you will get to hear from him how he made the journey. Then in the second part of the session, you will design. You will design your website. You'll make it pretty. Using HTML, you can put blocks in your website. Where will text go? Where will video go? Where will what go? That you can do with HTML. But to make the website pretty, add colors, different font style, you need CSS. So you'll make it pretty on day 3. Then finally on day 4, you will finish making your website. That will be your portfolio. And you will submit that project, your website that you're making. So guys, Are you excited for this schedule that we have curated for you? Does this look interesting? Does this look power packed? We have tried to combine a lot of things here to give a lot of value to you. If you think this is valuable, write value, write VALUE in the chat box, guys. If you think it's valuable, write value in the chat box so that I know what we have planned for you. You are excited for it and you find it valuable. All right, guys, we have put an effort to prepare this for you. So now you have to promise me to not miss any of the session, because I have 148 participants. So 146 of you, I want all of you till the end here going away with a website that is telling about everybody on the internet about you, right? For example, my name is Mansi Singh. Imagine a website called as mansisingh.com. If your name is Sandeep Kumar Pal, then maybe your website reads sandeepkumarpal.com, right? So that way, I want all of you to have your own websites by the end of it, where the world can see you. So let's get started, guys. This was the schedule. Let's get deeper into the orientation. So you all have introduced yourself. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mansi Singh. At AccioJob, my official title is that of a student success advisor. So being in that role, I am responsible to make sure that I help students succeed. So I'm leading curriculum for soft skills, interview readiness, interview preparation. So that is what I'm doing right now. To tell you a little bit about my background. So I graduated as an engineer back in 2017. After that, I joined a management consulting as a business technology analyst. Post that, I wanted to do a little different with my career. So I joined an NGO called Teach for India, wherein I taught students, 70 students from slums of Bombay, worked and lived in their community, helping them grow. Then after that, 3 years back, I launched my beverage company. Then I missed, when I was running the company, I missed that connection that I used to have with my students. I wanted to add value to students. I wanted to make their life better. So that's how I came across AccioJob. I joined here as the advisor. And now what I do is I help students succeed. So through this orientation as well, I want to tell you the mistakes that I made, what my experience taught me, and how you can avoid it. What I've learned from my career, from my experience so far, that has changed so much to excel in any job. Guys, to excel in any job, there is only one thing you need. And that one thing is skill. Can someone tell me what is a skill? Can you write in the chat box and tell me what is a skill? This is the only thing that you need to excel in any job. If you have this, you have a job. But what is a skill, guys? Can you write? Skill is a skill. Communication skill is type of a skill. Skill is nothing, just knowledge. Skill is, okay, ability to do anything in easy way. Yes, Harsha is correct. Skill is not just knowledge, guys. Knowledge is very small part. Skill is not just talent. Commitment is also not skill. Skill is ability to do something. Can you walk? If you can walk, you have ability to walk. You have skill to walk. Can you cycle? Then you have ability to cycle. You have skill of cycling. Can you drive? Then you have ability to drive. You are able to drive and you have skill of driving. Can you talk? Can you communicate? Then you have ability to communicate. You have skill of communication. Can you do coding? If you are able to do coding, then you have skill of coding. So skill is just an ability to do something. How good your skill is, that means the better you are at it. If you have okay skill, that means you can only do it okay. If you have amazing, great skills, that means you can do that task really, really well. So that is skills, guys. To get any job, to excel at any job, that is what you need. Yes. Naglakshmi, you said it right. Competency. That is skill. So for me, as I changed my careers to do one particular type of job, you need different skills. For example, when I was a business analyst, I needed problem solving skills, I needed critical thinking skills, I needed communication skills. But when I became a teacher, I needed skills of teaching, explaining. I needed skills of empathy. I needed people skill. When I became a founder, I needed the skill of being problem solving, of quality of grit, not giving up. That skill. I needed skill of time management, right? So the skill that you need for different job keeps on changing. Perfect. Arun Kumar has written, for front-end, you need skills like CSS, HTML, JavaScript, MongoDB, Bootstrap, Redux. Perfect, perfect, Ankur. Very nice to see. Yes, that is completely true. Now, guys, for the skills, yes, that is very true. But there is one more thing that I learned from my experience. And that is, the more you start from scratch. I have changed my career so many times in different industries, and every single time I had to start from zero. Because of that, what happened? I lost a lot of time. And in that time, I could have built my skills. I could have become better in my skills. So I lost expertise. And you know what comes with expertise? With expertise comes compensation, comes in money. So that also. So I lost all of this. So with this orientation session, I want to help you not make the same mistakes that I made. I want to give you an insight into how does market in India, job market in India looks like. Why tech jobs are really booming, why you can also think about going for tech jobs. I will also tell you how you can go for tech jobs, how you can prepare for it, right? And I will tell you how, once you have prepared for tech jobs and you have learned the skills, how to get the job, right? And I want to give you all the insights so that you don't make the same mistake I did, that is changing the career very often. So, are you ready to learn, guys? Are you ready to learn? Roja says, teaching full complete HTML. Yes, in the 4 days, you will be learning HTML and CSS, Rosa. Yes. Perfect. I love the energy. Always ready. Oh, love that response, Rakshit and Karthik. Always ready. Yes. Perfect, guys. Perfect. So, as I said, through this boot camp, I will teach you how to make smart decisions so that we guide you right, so that you progress in your career really well. Let's get started, guys. Consider this as tech career exploration cum orientation. And by the end of the session, I will put you ahead of the crowd. There's so many people in India who are in the race, who are in the competition of getting the same jobs that you want. But I will tell you how you can stand out from the crowd, how you can attract the attention of your employer, right? Guys, let's get into numbers, right? I've been a business analyst, so I love numbers. Let's tell me something on the chat box. Out of 80 lakh students who graduate in India every year, how many students get a job? Rudrani says 10. 20 lakhs, 5 to 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. Out of 80 lakh students who graduate every year in India, how many get a job? What percentage? 30 lakh, 15%, 10 lakh, 10%, 25, 6 lakhs. Guys, it's a very sad number. Only 12 lakh students get a job. The reason is not that there are not enough jobs. There are enough jobs, guys. The problem is people are not skilled. They don't have the ability. Even when you graduate from college, ability is missing. Anyway, can you tell me, out of these 12 lakh jobs, which sector gets most jobs? In which sector do student gets most job? IT. Yes, guys, you know it. Yes, the answer is IT. IT has 7 lakh jobs. Out of 12 lakh, more than 50% jobs are in IT sector. 4 lakh are in sales and BPO. BPO are your call centers, right? Remaining 1 lakh are in other sectors like marketing, finance. So you can see there are most of the jobs that freshers get are in IT. AI. AI is part of IT. Guys, out of these 7 lakh jobs, the further bifurcation is 5 lakh jobs are for SDE. What is SDE? Software development. 1 lakh jobs are in data industry. That is data analyst, data science, big data, all of these words that you hear. Remaining 1 lakh are in testing. All these applications and these things that get made to test it. Is it working fine or not? This is the bifurcation. Yes, some are government jobs as well, but we're talking here about private jobs only. Maximum jobs are in IT are fully hard to get. They are difficult to get, yes, but it's not impossible. If you have the skill, I can get you the job, guys. If you have the ability to do coding, I can get you a job. It's not about it being hard. It's not hard. You need to have the right skills. If you have the skills, you have a job. It's that easy. But yes, getting skill, you need to practice. You need to work hard. Now, why is this number so high, guys? Let's have a look at why IT sector. Can you guess? Can you guess before I tell you the reasons? Before I tell you what research says, can you tell me why is this number so high? Why most jobs in IT? Why not in any other field? We are in backstep in interview. Yes, so in interview, you need interview skills. Those are also ability, right? Startups, yes, we have a lot of tech startups. Yes, you are right. The future is AI is part of it, guys. There are other technologies. Because of ChatGPT, AI became very popular. But there are other technologies as well, fast growing technologies. Yes, yes, yes. Right, high growth. What else, guys? Advancement in tech. Yes. Guys, number one reason is we have a skilled workforce. We have so many engineers who graduate every year. And because in India, compared to developed countries, the pay is less. So other foreign companies want to make India an outsourcing hub. They want to give jobs here. So we have a lot of engineers, foreign companies want to give jobs. So that's one reason. Second reason, as someone said, innovation and entrepreneurship. We have so many startups in India. These are all the unicorns categorized year-wise. And then we have support from Government of India, Skill India, Digital India, Make in India. So the government is also supporting, right? What's the third reason? As you guys said, advancement of tech. So we have IoTs, security, blockchain, data science analytics, marketing, AI, right? So we have all these skills and more emerging technologies. Every day you hear new kind of technology coming in, virtual reality, augmented reality, right? So because of all these reasons, do you know what the prediction is? By 2025, this is a study done by NASSCOM, right? What they have said is IT BPM sector is expected to contribute 9.5% of India's GDP. Imagine entire India's GDP, which has all the industries in it. IT BPM alone will contribute 9.5%. That will provide 1 crore jobs and attract 350 billion in investments and be the largest employer in India. ITBM sector will become the largest employer in India, far ahead of any other sector. This is how bright the future is, guys. And why is that? Because of all the reasons we have just discussed. And this is the reason why AccioJob has chosen to teach you skills in IT, tech sector. That is the only reason why we have chosen to teach you. For example, if we would have taught you skills in writing, but there are no writing jobs, what's the point, right? So we picked up a industry wherein we can give you skills where there are jobs. So that's why IT sector, guys. Now, let's look at how to make career. Do you want to make career in IT, guys? Do you want a career in IT? Right now, do you want to start, and 10 years down the line, do you want to be earning 40 lakh per annum, 50 lakh per annum? Do you want that kind of life? Do you want to buy your own house, your car, live your dream life, a vacation every 6 months? Do you want that life? Do you want flexibility that comes in with tech jobs? You can work from remote, right? So do you want to be part of this booming industry? Do you want to know how to start your career in it? Yes, it's very difficult to reject. Yes, because it is booming, guys. I started my career like that. I started my career in tech. Guys, let's see how to build a career, guys. Now, this is complete DIY. You can do it completely by yourself. I will tell you. Dharma is not interested. Okay, Dharma, not an issue if you're not interested. That's all right. So if you think it's not going to add value, you can leave. But if you think it's going to add value and you are interested in tech career, which is a booming industry, please stay and please listen. First, Dharma, we are in a professional space. If we are in a professional space, we have to speak professionally. We have to behave professionally, right? So pay attention. It's okay. Right now, it's fine. But you can't do that if you go for a company interview, right? And you cannot definitely do it once you get a job. Okay. Let's get. Number one step, guys, simple. Do your research. At least the knowledge. When I asked what is skill and you said knowledge. So knowledge is not skill, but you need knowledge to develop skills. First comes knowledge. Once you know what to do, then only you'll be able to do it, right? So number one step is get knowledge. Do your research. Understand what are different types of technologies. How many of you know different types of technologies? Type in the chat. I want to know how much you know. Type in how many different types of technologies do you know? What about different types of job profiles? Do you know in tech industry how many different job profiles are there? Type in the chat box. What do you know? 24. No. Thank you so much for being honest, because I'm here to tell you guys. Developer, yes, that's right, Preeti. Full stack developer, yes. Cloud computing, yes. Full stack, big data, blockchain, software engineers, web developer, testing, front developer, system engineer, coding, yes. Front end, back end developer, tester, cloud computing, testing, designer, analysts, data scientist. Yes, guys, Python developer. Perfect, perfect. CEO, you can be in any industry, not just tech, but in any industry, you can read CEO. CEO is just one person who runs the entire company. So that can be in any sector, DevOps, blockchain, metaverse. Yeah, Angular. Yes, guys. Perfect, perfect. Good. You know some things, but you need to research properly. Based on that research, you need to also understand for different technologies, what are different jobs in that technologies. And for each particular, for example, software development, what are the skills that are required? Because understand this, only if you have skills will you get a job, right? So if you need skills to get a job, you need to know for software developer what skills you need. For front-end developer, they told me the skills, right? Then guys, there are so many different job profiles. You need to understand where do you fit in, which job is right for you. It is possible that for someone front-end development is better, but for someone back-end is better. Then it's possible that software development is not for you. Maybe data analytics, data field is for you. So you need to find out which technology, which job role, which sector is good for you, right? So that you will know only when you know what are the skills required, what are you good in, what do you enjoy doing. Based on that, understand and make an informed choice what you want to do, right? So number one step clear. If it's clear, type in clear, guys. If it's clear, can I move to number two step? Perfect, perfect. Number two, once you know what skills are required, you need to develop those skills. You need to learn how to do those things. You need to get the ability to do things. For example, let's take an example here. You decided to become a front-end developer. I will choose front-end because we are in a front-end bootcamp, okay? So you have decided to become a front-end developer. I have a career gap. My pass out is 2015 CE BE in computer science with honors. Perfect, Preeti. It's okay if you have a career gap. At AccioJob, we help people who have career gaps in their resume and help them get the right jobs. So it's okay. As long as you have the skills, as long as you have the ability to do the work, companies will hire you. You need to know how to do it. If there is a recent graduate who graduated this year, but does not have the ability, does not have the skills that is required, he'll not get a job, but you will. Aryant, it's okay. Stay here. So once you know so I was taking an example of front-end developer, right? So for front-end, I will tell, we'll only use 3 skills for now. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you know these 3 skills. You need as a front-end developer. Then what do you do in step 2? You learn HTML, you learn CSS, you learn JavaScript. In this bootcamp, you are going to do number 2. I am teaching you number 1 right now. But after my orientation session, you will be doing step number 2. That is, you will learn HTML and CSS. You will learn the basics of it so that you can start your journey, right? How can you teach yourself? You can do certifications, you can do boot camps that you're already doing. You can do degrees, you can do online courses, you can do books, read books, all of those things. I'm very interested in coding. I learned in my 12th, but in degree, I studied BCom in business analytics. Will that be okay? Punita, yes, you can pursue development, so software development, if that is your wish, but data analytics is also a very upcoming field. You can consider that because you have specialized in business analytics. So that course will be better suited for you. So stay with me. I will tell you difference. Preeti, bootcamp is completely free. You don't have to pay anything. We just want to teach you. We just want to help you learn. So you don't have to pay anything in the bootcamp. All right. So number 2, develop your skills. So now you have learned how to do HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. What's number 3? Yes, Aryan, you will get a certificate after the completion. After you submit your project, you will get bootcamp certificate that you can put on LinkedIn and show the world that you know HTML, CSS, and you have built your own website. Guys, yes, before we move on, soft skills and hard skills. These are 2 types of skills. Hard skill is something tangible like programming. CSS, HTML, JavaScripts are hard skill. But along with hard skills, you also need soft skills. You need, in an interview, you need to showcase that you have these skills. So you need to communicate. You need that. You need creativity, you need leadership skills, organizational skills. So those are soft skills. So you need a combination of the 2. This you need to know 100%. You need to be exceptionally good in hard skills. Soft skills, even if you are average or good, it's okay. But in hard skills, you need to be excellent. What if I am from management field? Guys, management field is fine. You can still start your journey from scratch with AccioJob. It's completely all right. You can be from any field and start a career in tech in AccioJob. Yes, Bootcamp is a free course. I don't have any laptop for the project suitable for me to learn and get certificate. Harsha, talk to your instructor about it. Your instructor who you will meet today will be able to guide you better on this. I've graduated this year. I'm confused about choosing to travel abroad for further studies or else job. My background, electronics and communication. I have knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript in view of knowledge. Can I get internship or else I have to further? Okay. Who is this Khatib? Khatib, it is your personal choice. You want to go abroad if you have the right amount, right? You can wait to get a job. Yes, you can choose to travel and continue education, but you can do a course right here in India also and get a job. So that's also a possibility. So it's a personal choice that you need to make. consider what are the circumstances at home. What is your priority? You can get a job, you can develop the skills right here in India, or if you want that experience of studying in abroad, you can go for that. It's a personal choice. I've completed PG. I'm interested in perfect. Good for you. Can you provide project or internship? You are through this bootcamp, Divya, you are working on a project. You will be making your own website. That is a project, right? And yes, we have courses, guys. Once I come to courses, you will see one of our course, we do provide internships as well. In one of our course, we do provide a job as well. All right. Average package for full stack. Rahul, it depends on which country, but which company. But on an average for starting from college placements, average is around 4 to 5 lakh. Here at AccioJob, our average is around 8.4 lakhs per annum. So we have a higher average that we provide for full stack developers. Fee structure, Kumar, will cover later. This is not the time. This is the time to teach you how to make your career in tech. So what's step number 3? Step number 3 is network. Once you have learned the skills, build relationships and make connections. Leverage LinkedIn, use LinkedIn, attend industry events, join business networking groups. What will happen when you make connections with other people in tech industry? First, you will stay updated. Second, they will give you opportunities, right? You can get opportunities for internships with them. You can even get an opportunity for a job also with them. So fourth step is you need hands-on experience. In an interview, you cannot go and say, oh, I know this. I know CSS, I know HTML. You have to show them. How do you show them? By making your own projects, by doing internship, by contributing to open source projects. Can this certification boost our career? Yes, 100%, Ketaki, 100%. If you can show someone in a job interview that you have made your own website versus someone who has not done that, of course, it will boost your career. It will give you confidence. Yes, I'm graduate in BE, Electronics and Telecom. I have no experience in IT. Yes, definitely. Abdul, I was an Electronics and Telecom engineer and I started my career in tech. Will you share the project? You can make it with choice. Arihant, instructor will join after my orientation session and then he will he'll tell you everything. So they will be sharing everything. Once you learn with the instructor, you will be able to make your own project. He will give you a project also, but you will be able to make your project. 2018 pass out completely all right. Preeti, you are very welcome. So fourth step, guys, let's come back here. Let's look at all the steps. There are 6 in total. So fourth step is get the experience, because in an interview, you have to show. You don't have to tell. You have to show. You can show it with your projects. Once you have your projects, once you have internship, then you can apply for jobs. Once you have the skills, guys, as I said, you want a job, get skills. How do you get skills? By learning. You need to have the ability to do something. How do you do it? You make projects, you will learn. Simple. So how do you apply for jobs? You research companies, you see the openings, you prepare for interviews, you give interviews. In front-end development, they'll ask you to submit an assignment. They'll give you a topic, you'll have to make the website. And then finally, if they select you, you can negotiate the salary that you want. So that is how you can start your career in tech. Once you are in the company selected, learning doesn't stop. Because technology is changing so fast, you have to keep learning, keep growing. Then you need to develop your hard skills and soft skills. But guys, learning on the job is so much fun. And then you get to enjoy your life because you get salary and you take it home. Right. I'll answer a few more questions. Graduate from BS Chemistry. I have no experience in IT. Yes, 100% of us. You can definitely start from scratch. The course that we have designed here at AccioJob is for someone, even from a non-tech background, you can learn coding and you can get a job. Yes. Can core branch also? Yes, 100%, guys. You just need skills. Anybody who has a brain, who's ready to do hard work, can learn the skills. And if you learn the skills, then definitely you will get a job. Ma'am, I'm studying, in computer science engineering. I know small idea of HTML. No problem, guys. It's good that you are from computer science and engineering background. That gives you an edge. Yes, Preeti, tell me, what are you asking? Pharmacy student, yes, guys, your background doesn't matter. Guys, Yash, this session is being recorded and it will be put on, it's live on YouTube, so you can access it. Age problem, 32. Guys, year gap in your resume, you want to change your field, everything is fine. Everything is fine. What I'm saying is skills. Skills is the only thing that gets you a job, no matter your age, no matter your background. If you have the right skills, if you learn how to do it, and you can show in an interview, yes, you can do it, you are ready to learn, then you can get a job. It will be a little difficult, but not impossible. You will get a job. Will do MTech, will do Preeti, I didn't understand. You don't have to do MTech for a job, Preeti. If you're asking, do you have to do MTech for a job? You don't have to. Believe me, you don't have to do an MTech to get a job. Why wait 2 years? If you can learn skills that companies need. We have designed our course in a way that we teach you only what companies need. And you can do that in 8-9 months. Then why do you want to waste 2 years in doing MTech? MTech is good if you want to go in academic field. If you don't want to go in academic field, if you want to stay and do a job, then MTech is not necessary. You just need good skills. Divya, you learn how to start coding today after this orientation. So guys, is it clear? Just wait a second. Let's move on. I will answer your questions, but hold on. Is this clear? Are these 6 steps clear to you? Are these 6 steps clear to you? How to make your career? Take a screenshot right now. Guys, I promise if you follow these steps, you will get a job. We are doing step number 1. Step number 2, we will start from today after my session. But let me finish step 1. Research takes time. Let me tell you, let me teach you. Guys, all the steps that I told you, all these steps you can do by yourself and you can get a job. 100%. But what will happen, because you don't know a lot of things, you will take a lot of time to do it, right? You can do this on your own, but you don't have to, right? Because we are doing all these steps for you. We are doing all the steps for you. We are doing your research. We are getting you opportunities. We have great mentors, coaches who can teach you everything. Your only job will be to learn, right? So yes, if you follow the steps, you can do it by yourself. But with AccioJob, you can just shorten the time, because we are doing everything so that you can only focus on learning. That's our advantage. If you want to do it with us, that's what we get for you. It's personalized. We have 4 courses. I will show you that to you in a moment. Based on your interest, how much time you have and what aptitude you have. Based on that, you can choose one of the 4 courses. Then once you are done with the course, once you have learned the skills, once you know how to do things, once you have the ability to do coding, right? Then we will assist you in getting a job also. You need to learn skills. Guys, just joining the course is not enough. If you don't have skills, you don't have a job. But if you join the course and you stay with us, if you do what we tell you, I will promise that we can get a job to you, right? So it will help you save time and cost. And then definitely AccioJob's course is extremely comprehensive and in-depth. It's designed with industry. So all the companies, we have taken inputs from them. What is it that they want in the candidates? What skills they want? And we are teaching only those skills. So with your permission, I want to show you the 4 courses we have. Do you want to know about the 4 courses, guys? Rahul, the bootcamp is free, but courses are paid. Is PG must after completing? No, Yash. PG is not compulsory after completing UG to get a job. I have only done UG and undergraduate. I have not done post-graduation, and I have had so many jobs and they pay well. So no, you don't. All right, I have so many yes. Is there demand for front end? Yes. Is there a website on the internet, Jatin? Are there more people who want their websites on internet? Then definitely there is a demand for front end. Do more businesses want to create apps on phone? Then yes, there is a demand. Placements going on. I have no knowledge of coding except HTML, CSS. If selected in interview, will there any problem? Khatib, you have to learn. If you can learn after the job, after you get the job, if you can learn very quickly, then it's not a problem. But they'll not take you if they think you don't have the skills. This is a free course, Rahul. Bootcamp is a free course. You don't have to pay anything. All right, guys, let's move on. I'll show you the 4 courses. You have said yes. Thank you so much. Akshay, few courses are job guarantee, few are assistance. Let me show you. Can you see the website, guys? Can you see the website? Preeti, I will cover it. I'm just covering it. Can you see the website? All right. So you can also log in by yourself after this class. Don't do it right now. Do it afterwards. It's called www.acciojob.com. Okay. So these are the 4 courses that I was telling you about. This is our main course, the flagship course that we have. It is of 8 to 11 months. Now, this is for people who want to become full stack developer. This course will give you highest packages also because you have to put in a lot of time. Why time? Because we teach you everything about front-end development, about back-end development to make you a full stack developer. And this course is very in-depth. So you get amazing great skills that companies want. Because you may get great skills from this course, your pay is also higher, your salary is also higher. And with this course, we give you 100% placement guarantee. It's with this course. What do you learn in this course? DSA, front-end development, back-end development, right? Front-end may you learn React framework, in back-end you learn Node.js and Spring. You do 10 plus projects, you have 10 plus mock interviews and 10 plus mentorship session. You have a dedicated coach with you who will help you throughout the journey so that you don't have to worry about anything, just focus on learning. Perfect. Is this course clear? Full stack development course? Right. Is this clear, guys? Okay. Thank you. Yes, for saying yes. All right. This is the second course, guys. This is this. Okay. I didn't tell you who this course is for, and this course is for everybody. Even if you are in college in your 3rd year, 4th year, this course is for you. If you have if you're not from tech field, if you're not from CSIT background, this course is for you. If you have career gap, this course is for you. This course is for everybody who wants a job, but it takes a lot of time, but the pay is also very, very high, right? You learn from scratch in this course. Clear? Jatin, price we will cover later. Right now, just understand. Price should come in later. Right now, just understand. First, know what you want. Once you know what you want, don't let money be a factor to decide. First, understand, is this for you or not? Then we'll think about money, not right now. Second course is our data structures and algorithm track, right? What is data structure and algorithm? These are fundamentals of computer science. So who is this course? First, let me tell you who this course is for. This course is very short course. It's just for 5 months. This is for someone who already has a background in computer science, who is maybe someone who is in 1st, 2nd year, who is in computer science or IT, or someone who is in a service-based IT company, for example, Infosys, Wipro. But you want to move from service-based company to product-based company. Who can tell me the difference between service-based and product-based companies? What is the difference, guys? Can you name some product-based companies? Right? Which are some product-based companies and which are some service-based companies? Let's understand. Deepak wrote Google. Yes. Google is product. Amazon. Yes. 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 TCS is which? TCS is product or service? what is benefit of AccioJob? Remember the steps that I told you, 1 to 6 steps? We do all the steps for you so that you can only focus on learning. Microsoft, yes, service. Correct. Yes, guys, your Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, all of these are product-based companies. What are product-based companies? They make products. For example, YouTube, Zoom. Zoom is also a product that we use. So product-based companies make products. What do service-based companies do? They provide services to other companies. Now, product-based companies have a higher pay. But for higher pay, you need to have very strong DSA. You need to have very strong problem-solving skills that you build through DSA. So this course is only for very few people who have that background. Either you're already in a service-based company and want to switch to product-based companies, or you are a student in first or second year in CS and IT. For you, we have a DSA specific course. So you can come here and get very strong hold in fundamentals. So this will help you make a transition or make a career in product-based companies. But this course is not for everybody. Then we have another course, which is full stack development internship track, right? For what is full stack development internship track? In this course, we give you an internship. It is a 6 + 2 months. For 6 months, we will teach you. This course is for full front-end development, right? And little bit of back-end development as well. Everything is DSA is taught in JavaScript. That is important for your front-end. So 6 months we will teach you. And in the remaining 2 months, you will do an internship. Why is internship important? Step number 4 that I told you, to get hands-on experience, to develop skills. So you get to do that in this course. In this course, guys, this course is also for anybody who wants to become a full stack developer in your front end. This course is for those students. Now, finally, these 3 courses were related to front-end development, that is software development. But there is another course that we have that is in data analytics. Data analytics is a different field altogether. Here, you learn how to get insights from data. So you will be learning Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python, machine learning, right? You will be learning how to do problem-solving skills. Here also, you'll be building a lot of projects, a lot of mock interviews, and we'll give you placement assistant even in this course. This course is for 6 months. This course is for working professionals and students as well, but primarily for working professionals. But if you're geared towards data analytics, you can choose this as well. Are the 4 courses clear, guys? Does anybody wants to know the difference between software developer and data? Or do you know that? Do you want to know the difference between software development and data analytics? Yes, tell us yes. All right, all right. Can you see the slide again? Can you see my slide, guys? Right. Perfect, perfect. Can you see the screen where it's written understanding software development and data analytics? Can you see the slide? If you can see the slide, right slide. Ashwini wrote he got laid off. Yes, market is difficult, Ashwini. Ashwini, if you already have the skills, there is nothing else but keep applying. That's one thing that I can suggest to you. Keep applying. I will teach you how to stand out. There are so jobs are there. You can apply through, connect with different companies, people who are working in different companies through LinkedIn. Then reach out to them, ask them if there are openings. Then get a referral from them and then apply, Ashwini. That would be my best advice for you if you have the skills. If you don't have the skills, then definitely learn the skills first and then apply. All right. I'll take questions a little later. Let me just tell you the difference between software development and data analytics. Guys, as I was telling you, DSA, data structure and algorithm, it is fundamentals. What do you do? Data structures and algorithm. Let me take an example. For example, you have a lot of files. right? Real hard files, right? Not computer files, the folders that we used to use, and you want to put them in a cupboard, right? Now, these files will have different names on it. So you take these files and how you organize it in that cupboard, that entire process, that is how DSA is. DSA is similar to that. What do you do in DSA? In DSA, you have different data structures and you have algorithm. What is algorithm? It's just a step-by-step procedure. So using different steps, different algorithm, you just structure data in different way. You organize data in different ways. For example, the example that I took of file cabinet, you can maybe organize files starting alphabetically, or you can do it by different industries. For example, there are different industries in the file. You can organize them in different industries. So there are different ways of organizing. Same way in DSA, you learn how to organize your data in different ways, right? So this is just fundamentals. Once you are strong in this, you can then become a backend developer or a front-end developer. What does that look like, guys? For backend development, it is, imagine a movie, right? In a movie that you see on screen, you see two actors, but what happens on a movie set? What happens on a movie set? There are so many people involved. There's a director, there's a lighting crew, there is a camera, there is makeup artist, so many people who are working behind. So that is what backend development looks like. You work on the backside, you work on the server side of different websites and applications. You work with different databases, server logics, APIs. You work to connect backend and front end together, right? Then what is front end development? In front end development, all the websites that you saw, all the apps that you see, where you go and you can see, that is front end development, right? Here, this bootcamp is where you start learning front end development. So developing, making the front side. So the front side that you see, guys, at just 20%. 80% of what is happening in the back side. So that is backend development. When you do backend development, when you can work on the server side, plus when you can make the websites, together you become a full stack developer. Is that clear? If that is clear, if what is a full stack developer, write clear. Come on, tell me if it is clear, guys. Perfect. Thank you, Karthik. Now, making applications, making apps, making websites, that is a job of a software developer, right? Full stack developer. Then who is data analyst? Who is business analyst? Who is data scientist? These person, you can think of them as people, as detectives who are solving a mystery, right? So what do? There's so much of data that is created, that is generated. They take that data, they find insights into it. They look for some trends. They look for insights that can solve some real world problem. For example, if I have to take an example, I want to know, I am a business outlet. I have a retail business outlet. For example, DMart. Now, there are 10 DMarts in Mumbai. Let's take an example of Mumbai. In Mumbai, there are 10 different DMarts. Now, I want to do a promotion. I want to do a promotion in one of the DMarts. Which DMart will I choose? Which DMart will I choose? It's a simple question, right? There are 10 DMarts in Bombay and I want to do promotion. Which DMart will I choose? How do I decide? Write on the chat. How do I decide which DMart to choose? Which DMart to choose for promotion? Sales, right? Full sentence. First, I see high rating, crowd, maximum sales. Yes, guys, you are right. You will go to data. You will be like, tell me, out of 10 stores, which store has maximum crowd, which maximum footstep, which store has maximum sales. Based on that, you can decide where you want to run your promotion. So you will look at data, you will ask you'll ask for all the data, then you will analyze that data, and then you will find the answer. So that is what data analytics, data analysts do, right? They are given a problem, they take data, They find solution to this problem from the data. So guys, if you want to know more about our courses, you can book one-on-one call with our career guidance counselor, and they will give you one-on-one. They'll give you a lot of advice. Here, there are 156 people apart from me, so I cannot tell you a lot, but one-on-one, they'll answer all your questions, all your queries. Okay. Now, as I promised, I will be telling you how to stand out from the crowd, right? How to get noticed from your dream company. Dr. Seuss, you know what he said? Why fit in when you were born to stand out? So let's see how you can stand out. Do you want to see how you can stand out? 1,000 people applying for one job, but how will you get the job? You need to stand out. Do you want to know how to stand out? Write SO in the chat box if you want to learn how to stand out. Because if you're not standing out, you're losing the job. You will not get the job. You need to stand out, guys. Competition is there. Perfect. Guys, you need to have basic. This is not how you stand out, but you need to have this. Compulsorily, this you need to have. What is it? What are these non-negotiable? Good technical skills. You need to be good problem solver. You need to have hands-on experience. That is, make projects. You need to have decent, not amazing, decent soft skills. You need to practice for interviews, and then based on the feedback that you get, become better. This is basic. Once you have this, to stand out, you can do this. Take a screenshot, guys. I have given you 6 options to catch employer's eyes. How to stand out. Number 1, create personal website or portfolio. Guess what? You get to do that in this bootcamp, and today is day 1. So you get to do step number 1. So if you complete the bootcamp and you make your website, you are already ahead of so many people who don't, right? Second, make a project which solves a real world problem. Don't copy paste something, right? Don't make a copy of, say, Amazon. That, yes, shows you skills, but that will not make you stand out. But if you make something unique, something that solves some problem, then you stand out. If you do what everybody is doing, you don't stand out. To stand out, you need to do something different. So make a project in which you solve real world problem. Third, contribute to open source projects. Fourth, write blog post or article about software development. You can use your LinkedIn, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to take a section on LinkedIn where I will tell you how, using LinkedIn, how can you stand out? So I'll teach you number 4th step tomorrow. 5th, you can attend industry meetups and events. That way you make connections, and those connections open the door. Finally, guys, be creative and don't be afraid to think outside the box. These are some extra steps. Not everybody does it, but if you want to stand out, you need to take extra steps. Here are 3 creative examples. 3 different softwares did these 3 things and they got the job. They stood out from the crowd. This one person created a website that helped people find open source projects. These are 3 examples. Then this one created a blog post about how they used machine learning to improve performance of website. Third person, he created a video game that was based on popular open source project. So these are few examples that people took initiative to stand out. You can make your own. Guys, this is the end. This is your chance to stand out. This bootcamp is the beginning of standing out from the crowd. Next 3 days are going to be power packed. If you follow along, if you work hard, if you promise me that you will work hard, you will have your own website by the end of the 3 days, the remaining 3 days, right? Are you ready to stand out, guys? Are you ready to work hard? Come on, show me that energy. Tell me, are you ready to work hard? Are you ready to stand out? If you're with me, I'm with you. AccioJob is with you. I will help you. We will help you. Yes. Now over to Avi sir, our coding expert. He will take you. He's the person who's gonna help you build your own website. He's the one who will help you stand out. Avi, are you here? Madan, it takes a lot of time to learn HTML and CSS. We will teach you the basics that you will be able to create your own website. We'll only teach you that much. But the learning doesn't stop, guys. Learning doesn't stop. It keeps on happening. But basics you will learn that you can start learning. And Madan, stay here to see how to create. Avi will teach you. Avi, are you here? Guys, let me see where Avi is. Okay, I have to make him the host. All right, Avi, I'll make you the host. Guys, just hold on for a minute and then Avi will take over.
All right. So am I audible?
Yes, Avi, you are audible. Welcome to the session, Avi. Over to you. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Have fun.
All right. Okay. So hello, everyone. I hope you guys can see me. So we have a lot of people. That's amazing, guys. So, okay. All right. Everyone just say a hi to me first. And one thing that I would let you guys know is that this is not my usual setup, right? Something has happened to my Mac for some reason. So I've joined in using an iPad. So I hope I am still able to provide value to you guys, right? Because at the end of the day, it is about, me sharing the content and me delivering whatever knowledge I have to you guys, and that's it. But from tomorrow onwards, do not worry. I will be joining in from my Mac, right? Like I said, today it is facing some issues, and obviously I do not have the time to fix it. So I've joined in using an iPad, right? But I hope at least, you guys can see me and my voice is audible, right? As long as that is the case, we can generally start the class. Correct? Okay. So, okay, Deepak has asked a very great question. What about recession? Are we really getting the job? So, Deepak, something that I'll tell you is recession is there and there's no lying about it. But that doesn't change the fact that with recession also comes a lot of opportunities. And in terms of the tech careers that we are, obviously, there are a lot of, if okay, so something that is there is that if there is recession, it is bad for everyone, but it is not the worst for people in tech, right? If we were in some other field, we would have to be very, very worried, right? But obviously, it is a time to be worried, but do not worry. The skillful still get a job, right? And if you're skillful and if you have, upskilled yourself and if you are knowledgeable and you're talented, right, you will definitely get a job. So Khatib says, can you help in making a resume? Definitely. I would love to give you guys some tips regarding the resume as well. And just before that, let me just, guys, before we start with the questions, I would just like to quickly introduce myself and I would like to, nicely start the class. Right. So, okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Avi Vashisht, and I've been an instructor at AccioJob for the last 10-12 months now. So, you guys are in good hands. Do not worry about anything. This is not my first session, right? And all right. So, yes, you guys are in good hands. And in the next 4 days, what we're going to do is we're going to start today's class with the basics of internet, right? In the next class tomorrow, we'll be talking about the basics of HTML. Then on the third day, we're going to talk about the basics of CSS and we're going to get started with the coding of the project. So the way the structure is that we learn a little bit of theory, then we quickly apply it. Then on day 2, we learn a little bit of theory, we'll quickly apply it. Day 3, we learn a little bit of theory and then we'll quickly apply it. Right. So that is the overall way that we are going to conduct this bootcamp. Right. So somebody has said that, can you give a quick, all right. So can you, Aryan says, so can you tell us about the project? So Aryanth, what we'll be building is our personal portfolio, right? And what is a portfolio website is something that might be new to a lot of people, right? So let me just tell you that a portfolio is nothing but it is as a developer, right? Maybe I'm a developer, or maybe I'm a designer, or maybe I'm an architect, right? So nowadays, every profession or every profession has a portfolio. Now, what does that portfolio mean? Portfolio just means that you guys create a okay, so portfolio just means you guys tell about yourself, you tell about your skills, you tell about your projects, the work experience that you have, and other things, right? So Kritika says your voice is getting stuck. Is it getting stuck for everyone? Perla Divya says, can you provide the project to us? Definitely, I will be providing the project to you guys. But like I said, today's class is just an introduction. So, okay, thank you guys for letting me know that my voice is not breaking. But like I said, today is just an introductory class. Today is day one. What we're going to talk about is the basics of internet, right? From tomorrow onwards, I would like to show you guys what we'll be building. I have a Figma ready, but like I said, I haven't really joined in from my system. So right now, I would love to share it with you guys, but please understand that this is not my Mac, right? I cannot just quickly open up any file that I want to, but I will share my screen and I will show you guys something, right? So just give me a second. Let me figure out how to share a screen on this, and then we'll be getting started. Okay. So is my screen visible, and can you guys see my screen? That is my first question for you guys. Yes? Okay, awesome. Now, how do I lay over these chats while I'm listening to you guys? Okay, great, perfect. So I will be sharing this Notion link with you guys. All right, I will be sharing this with you. And what this is I have created a day by day, basically every day for, I've created this documentation that I'll be sharing with you guys. And this is the day by day documentation. So it includes everything that we'll be learning from scratch, right? I have included some questions. I've included basically parts. So every day is divided into parts and we'll be going in this flow, right? So like over here, you guys can see day one is just the introduction to HTML, CSS, and the basics of how the internet works, right? And firstly, I would like to tell you guys in depth how websites really work, right? Because before you guys get started, I would like to teach you guys how everything is happening, right? There is no point in me just saying that, oh, HTML is this code, CSS is this code, combine these two and your website is up, right? There's no point in that. I would like to teach you guys from scratch, from the basics. And something that I would like you guys to be appreciative of is that this bootcamp has a lot of people. As you guys can see, there are 140 participants with us right now, right? And something that I would want you guys to, yes, Brahmi, I haven't even started. I will start, okay? So Jatin is also asking me to speak a little slow. All right, I will speak a little slow, right? And Shreya says, could you send a recorded video of the lecture? Shreya, I'll send you, you guys will be able to see this recorded lecture on the portal itself. All right. So don't worry about anything. And Roja says, last Sunday, I was watching your master bootcamp. Thank you, Roja. So last Sunday, by the way, if you guys aren't aware, what we did was we built a Mario clone. So let me actually just quickly show you guys the interesting stuff that we do at AccioJob, right? So just a second. So let me actually show you guys the interesting stuff that we keep on doing at AccioJob. So, all right, if you go to this live section, right? Last Sunday itself, I took this session where we built Mario game using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Can you guys see this one? The one in the middle right now, the next to the live person, right? So once you guys learn how to build websites, there is no limit, right? We have built Mario game over here. If I show you guys other things that you guys will be able to build, not right after this bootcamp, but if you guys continue to practice, let me just show you guys the things that you will be able to build, right? Why is this not loading? Okay. So have a look at this. So we at AccioJob, at the AccioJob's YouTube channel only, you guys will see that we keep on doing these live sessions, right? So once you guys, so this is something that I would want to teach you guys as well, is the fact that, okay, something that I would want you to tell me is, all right, you all have heard that practice makes perfect, right? That is something that I believe everyone must have heard. Now, my point is that anyone like, okay, AccioJob is not the only place where you guys can learn HTML, right? Let's be honest. You guys can learn HTML on, there are thousands and thousands of channels on YouTube. Now, what makes us different is the fact that we make you guys practice with us, right? And that is the important point. Because honestly, sitting on my iPad right now, I can just Google how to, swim, or I can Google how to ride a bicycle, or I can Google how to fly a plane. And Google honestly will give you results on that. Let me actually show you guys how to, swim. Let me just type how to swim. You guys will see that I will receive a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of blogs, a lot of articles, right? Let's say I read all of them. Let's say I watch all of the YouTube videos that are present on the internet, right? Does this mean that I can now jump into the ocean and I'll be the world's best swimmer, right? Or forget even about the world's best swimmer. Does this mean that I will jump into the pool without any prior experience of swimming? After just reading how to swim, will I be able to swim? What do you guys think? Will I be able to swim if I just read articles and watch YouTube videos? No, right? So that is the entire point, and that is what differentiates us from other companies as well. And I'm not trying to promote AccioJob, but I'm just being honest, right? I think Roja and there are 2-3 other students who are in this session right now who will agree to this fact. What we do is we explain everything in depth, and we also make you guys practice with us, right? After today's day 1 session, you guys will be receiving an assignment, right? After day 2, you guys will also receive an assignment. After day 3, you will also receive an assignment, right? We'll make sure that you guys put in the work and not just sit behind the screen and just watch us, watch us teach, right? Obviously, the way you teach and obviously what you teach and how you teach matters. But at the end of the day, it is you guys who will have to practice. And if you guys do not practice, then there's no point, right? There's no point. I can also Google how to fly a jet on YouTube, right? And it will honestly teach me. I can find an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours worth content on how to fly a jet, right? But till I have actually sit behind that jet seat, I will not be able to. Correct? So Divya has again asked me to be slow. All right, Divya, I'll be slow. And so first, tell me how many of you guys agree with the example, like I said, right? Right now, Abdul is saying that Abdul agrees. So how many of you guys genuinely agree with this fact, right? Because we can all just, Google how to do stuff. I can Google how to make a website and it will show me the result. But till I sit to code, till I, jump into the water, till I actually sit on the bicycle, I will not really learn how to do anything, right? So Preeti says, after 4 days, how will we learn by ourselves? Preeti, like I said, if you guys are ever curious about how things work on the internet, right? Even if you guys go to the main course, if you guys don't go to the main course, if you guys join with us, then obviously we will teach you guys from scratch, right? Like Mazi said, we have multiple courses. If you guys want to join the path of data analytics, sorry, you can. DSA track, you can. Full stack web development, you can, right? That is not the issue, correct? If you guys come with us, then definitely we would love to teach you guys from scratch. But even if you don't, you will always have AccioJob's YouTube channel where we keep on doing these live sessions. And one thing that I will tell you is, why do we keep on doing these live sessions? So that me and other instructors that we have can constantly clear your doubts. Another thing that I will tell you guys is, from today till, I don't know if you guys are just here for 4 days or if you guys are here for 4 months or 6 months, I want you to make me a promise that if you guys have any doubt, you will ask that, regardless of the fact that if somebody else will think that, oh, this person is stupid or not, right? Nobody who is asking a doubt will ever, a third person will never think of you guys as someone who is stupid. At the end of the day, what I would actually say is that people who ask doubts, the class becomes better because of those people. Like, I specifically remember Roja, because Roja, on the live session that we did this Sunday, and in fact, the live sessions, the bootcamp that we had last time also, the 0 to Pro coding, right? I think Roja was there also. And something that I would like to say is, I remember Roja because of the fact that Roja was continuously interactive and Roja was continuously asking me questions, right? And that is actually what made the session interactive and fun. Otherwise, it's going to be boring. What's the difference between having a live session and watching, the other 1,000, 20,000 YouTube videos that are there? Correct? Okay. All right. So I am really sorry, guys. I will now generally go slow. Okay. I am really, really sorry for that. And all right. So I get carried along because of how passionate I am about delivering the best content to you guys, right? And that is about it. But my sincere apologies. I will not go fast now. And do not worry, you guys haven't missed anything. We're going to start learning in the next 2-3 minutes only. And this was just the introduction, right? Another something that I would also want to tell you guys is that why I personally love web development, right? You can say that I have a personal bias. I am more attached or more inclined towards web development. And the reason for that is the world of web development is actually fair to everyone, right? Something that I will tell you guys is a person who is a good developer or a person who is a great developer, right? In other fields, let's say if we were singers or we were actors or we were dancers, in those professions, you can say that, oh no, that this person is a born dancer. This person was, given the gift of dancing or singing by God, right? As soon as they were born, they were able to, they're born dancers or born actors or born artists or whatever, right? But have you ever heard of someone being a born developer? Nobody in this world comes and knows development straight off the bat. That is the best thing about this thing, right? If someone is a better developer than you, there's only one reasonable explanation for that. And that is that that person has worked harder and that person has spent more hours on web development than you have. And that is it. There is no other differentiator in this field, right? And this is something that I really appreciate about in technology in general is that you will never hear that term, oh, that person is a born DSA algorithmist. Or I don't even know if that is a word, but that person was born with this, great mind of solving DSA questions, right? Or you will never hear that, oh, that person is a born analyst, right? Born data analyst. No, no one will say that ever. Because if a person is good in tech, that just means one thing. They have practiced more than you. And if they're better, you need to accept it. You need to accept that that person has worked more than me. If I work more than them, I will be better than them. You guys can be better than me as well, right? The only thing is that you guys will have to put in more work than I do, right? Do you guys agree with this? So this is one thing that I would want all of you to understand is that there is no person who is going to be, a born developer. There will never be a bias. Web development is not inclined towards everyone. It will not choose a favorite, right? Unlike other fields. But if you work hard and if you are sincere, web development will be your domain and you will be the, the king or the queen of this entire domain. All right. So Aryant, no worries, you can watch the recording. So I understand that, right? And don't worry, the recording will be available to you. You can join in and see the recording. All right. And Gayatri says, which platform is better to practice HTML and CSS? Gayatri, what do you mean by platform? I would say you should always code on VS Code. That is also something that we are going to talk about today. All right. Then Kritika says, what will be the cost of this course? This bootcamp, I believe, is free. All right. But again, if you have more queries, like I said, I'm just an instructor. If you have more queries, you guys can hit up the AccioJob team at any time, right? Somebody asked me, what is my background? So, like I said, I am Avi Vashisht. Before working at AccioJob, I was a freelance developer and I have built a lot of websites. And I've built a lot of websites for a lot of clients, both national and international, right? And even before that, I have an experience in development in general for the last, I think, more than 6, 7, 7, 8 years now. I have probably done all kinds of development, be it web, app, backend development, front-end development, right? Be it game development. You can search up my name, Avi Vashisht, and you guys will be able to find the Google. If you guys have Android devices, you can even play the games that I've made, right? But anyways, so that you guys can also reach out to me on LinkedIn, by the way. If you guys want, I can give you my LinkedIn profile. Just search for my name on LinkedIn. And if you guys have any queries, right? Even when this bootcamp ends, you guys can hit me up and ask me doubts and I will solve them. All right. So yes. Mohammed, yes, React libraries can be. And okay, so a lot of you guys are saying that can we mention the website that we will be developing in your resumes? Yes, you guys will be getting a certificate and that means you guys can share it in your resumes. All right. So, okay, guys, I think the introduction is done. Let's move on now, right? We anyways have just 30 minutes and I have to cover the basics of internet. All right. So if you guys are ready, and now I think the last 5-10 minutes have been a little better, right? Is my voice more audible, and did I explain things better? Okay. Okay, good. And Sudeep says, I'm not so fluent in English speaking. So which course will be good? So Sudeep, your English doesn't matter. All right. What matters is, like I said, your practice, and no worries if your English is not good. There is also a soft skills section at AccioJob where we will help you improve your soft skills as well. We will help you how to, make your English and make your communication skills better. All right. So that is about it. Okay. So again, guys, my apologies for going a little fast in the beginning, right? Now I will pace myself. Like I said, I was just worried that we have less time, and that is why maybe I was speaking a little faster, or maybe I was excited in general. That is why I was maybe speaking faster, right? But one thing that I will say is, guys, you need to understand that everyone around you is from different parts of the country. All right. So my mother tongue is Hindi, and I know a lot of you guys will also understand Hindi, but I cannot speak in Hindi because there are other people and a lot of people who will not understand it because they are from a different part of the country, right? Ranjan says Nepal. Oh wow! So we have students from Nepal also. That is amazing, right? And thanks, Rakshit. I really appreciate it. All right. So that is why, guys, the mode will be in English. All right. Again, my apologies if maybe there is some trouble in understanding what I'm saying, but you will get a hang of it. Don't worry. All right. So let's get started by talking about the basics of how the internet works. Right now, something that I want to let you guys know is that everything is an HTML document on the web. All right. Anything that you see, even this page that I'm seeing right now is an HTML document, right? Right now, you guys do not know what HTML is, but this is some fancy term that all of you must have heard, right? Everyone must have heard that, oh, HTML is a thing. What is HTML? Nobody really understands that. But in this course, I will make you understand, right? Now, for now, ignore this HTML. I want to talk about in depth of how the internet works, to a point where I think none of you guys have, or most of you guys would not have even thought about the way that the internet works. Let me actually open up a new tab and Google something, right? Let me Google something. Now, what should I Google? Let me Google cats and dogs. All right, let me say cats. Cats and dogs. And let me press this search icon. This is what I see, right? Now, I want you to understand what really happens when we search on Google. I want you to really understand what happens, right? What did I do? There is this somehow on my screen. You need to understand that whatever is happening in your screen. And by the way, something that I want you to know is, okay, just a side note before we get started, there should be a mentality shift in you guys as soon as you are starting the session now. And what is the mentality shift? Anything and everything that is happening on your screen, right? Be it the Google Chrome that I am in, or be it the Zoom that you guys are watching this on, or someone is watching this on YouTube, then be it that YouTube video, right? Something that I want you guys to understand is that whatever is happening on that screen of yours is happening for a reason. Nothing is magic. Somebody somewhere has written some piece of code, and that is why whatever you want to do, you can do on the screen. It is not magic. Even the fact that, I can click on this and then I can type on this. Even the fact that I can press backspace and it goes back. Even the fact that I can click on this icon and as soon as I click on this icon, something happens. The fact that I can click on this images icon and then something happens, right? I can see these images. I can click on this image and then again something happens. So one thing that I want you to understand is that nothing on the screen is magic. All of this has some meaning and all of this is happening for a reason. All right. So if that is clear, then let's continue, right? So if that is clear, I want everyone to type in the chats clear and then we will continue. Okay. So this is the mentality change that I want from you guys. All right. That you need to start asking, why is this happening? How is this happening? Right? I will click on this close icon and the icon will close. How is that happening? You need to ask her how and I will answer that how. All right, let's play this game. You guys keep on asking how and I will answer that. All right. Okay. Now let's get to this topic. Right. So what happens when I type something and I press search? You need to understand the communication that happens between my computer or my iPad to the servers of Google. Now you guys must have heard this term, server. What is a server? Have you guys ever thought about what a server is? Right? Where is this data coming from? Where are these images, this text, where is this coming from? Is it coming from my iPad or is it coming from Google server? It is coming from Google server, right? Something that you guys must have heard is also on New Year's every year, Facebook and WhatsApp go down. So what do we say? That, oh, WhatsApp servers have crashed, right? Does that mean that they have physically crashed? Like 2 servers have crashed? No, right? So I'll tell you guys what a server also means. So a server, believe it or not, is just a computer. It is a computer who is saying that I can communicate to other computers, right? Other computers being my iPad, my laptop, or your phone, right? So every time that I press this search bar, what is happening is my iPad or my device is sending a request. It is communicating with Google server. So what does it say? It is actually like a person-to-person communication. So my iPad will say, okay, Google, I want the search results of cats and dogs. And then what will Google say? Google will say, okay, wait for a second. So this is one thing that I would want to show you guys. So whenever I search something, do you see that gray screen that is there? Before the data comes, there's just an empty gray screen. Do you guys see that gray screen? How many of you guys see that gray screen? Right? Okay. So all of you guys can see that gray screen. So now that gray screen is what we call as the loading state. So imagine this. Let's say Google is a physical person and you go to Google and say, I want search information of cats and dogs. Here you go. Right? You give a token to Google or you give some information to Google. Right? Then Google says, okay, wait for a second. Let me go and search for it. Right? Then Google searches for it and then Google gives you something in return. It gives you the result that here you go. Right? It is basically like it is actually like a little letter, right? I am trying to find a sheet of paper, but I cannot. Let's say this is that letter, right? So what will Google give you? Google will give you that letter, all right? That here you go, and this is the information that you need. Then the iPad will take that letter, and the iPad will then read whatever is inside of it. And that is actually how a communication between a client. What is a client? Your iPad, the user. Client, the communication between the client and the server. What is a server? Server is also another computer, but that computer says that I am open to listening to other computers. I am open to talk to anyone. I am publicly talking to everyone. That is what a server says. All right. So you need to understand that there is this two-way communication that happens every time you do something on the internet, right? Even if you're sending a WhatsApp message, what do you think happens when I type a WhatsApp message and I press that enter or send button? My message, my phone goes to WhatsApp server. It says, Avi wants to send this message to Roja, right? Avi wants to send this message to Roja, right? Then what does WhatsApp say? WhatsApp says, okay, everything seems to be fine. Let Avi send this. Then WhatsApp saves it in its database, right? And then what happens is, then WhatsApp goes to Roja's account and WhatsApp sends a notification to Roja. WhatsApp says, Roja, Avi has sent you a message. Please have a look. Right? So what is the WhatsApp server doing? The WhatsApp server is talking to Avi's iPhone, right? And Roja's phone, right? So there's a two-way communication happening from the server to the client. And there are two clients. Roja is one client and Avi is one client. How many of you guys have understood this also? Have you guys understood this? So Guru Prasad says, sir, how does the server respond to many clients at the same time? So Guru Prasad, something that I will say is, the servers have a lot of memory. So not only can they allocate different amounts of memory, but they open up a lot of ports as well. So at the same time, a lot of people can be texting and a lot of people can be communicating, right? When do the WhatsApp servers crash? When all of these servers are occupied and everyone is trying to send the message at the same time, right? For example, 12 a.m., right? As soon as New Year's happen, everyone wants to send a message to everyone that New Year has happened. And that is when WhatsApp crashes, because billions and billions of people are sending the same message to God knows how many people, right? Nobody sends a Happy New Year to just one person. Everyone sends it to a lot of people, right? So there is a lot of traffic, and that is when WhatsApp service crashes, because whatever memory let's say it had a memory that allowed 1 billion people to send messages in a second. But if 1.1 billion are sending in a second, that is when WhatsApp will crash. All right. But anyways, we will also talk about that. So, okay. So now you need to understand that what do I send to Google and what does Google send to me? So what I send to Google server is called a request, because I'm requesting for some data. What Google sends to me is a response. So what does response mean? Response means whatever Google has sent to me in response to my request, right? And the way they work is actually similar to your letters. So let me actually show you guys this. So how many of you guys remember this? There used to be letters like this. In fact, in school, when we were kids, they used to make us paste these in our notebooks also. Have you guys ever done that, by the way, in school? I don't know if it is a thing, but at least my school made me do this. Right? So, okay. So now, basically, this is actually I'll tell you why letters and posts will never really go out of fashion. Even the email that you are sending goes in this format. You need to understand that this is the most elegant design that could ever be. Even though this is just a physical form, what we have done is we have digitized it, right? So whenever I send a request to Google, I will send it in a packet, just like this packet. And what will this packet contain? This packet will contain a lot of information, right? Let's say I am sending a message or I am posting something on Instagram. How many of you guys are aware of what Instagram is? How many of you guys are aware of Instagram, and you guys use Instagram, by the way? I hope everyone, guys, come on. It is the world's most famous social networking app. But okay. So Kritika says, no, Kritika, it is amazing that, you do not use Instagram, and hats off to you. But your dedication is something that we all would want, because Instagram wastes a lot of time of us, but Roja also doesn't use. So good job, guys. Right? I'm really, really proud of you guys for not using Instagram. It is not a good thing at all. Right? But anyways, so at least you guys must have used Facebook sometimes, those who haven't used WhatsApp, right? If not Facebook, maybe WhatsApp only, WhatsApp stories, right? So I will tell you what I want to say. So, okay. Let's say I want to post on Instagram. So how will I post on Instagram? Or I want to post on Facebook, right? So what will I do? I will select a picture. All right, I will go to the Instagram app. I'll click on the create post button. Then I will select a picture. Then I will select a caption. Then if I want to give hashtags, I will give a hashtag. If I want to attach a location, I will attach a location. If I want to attach a music, I will attach a music sound also. Then if I want to attach multiple photos, I will attach multiple photos. And once all of that is done, then I will click on post. Now you need to understand what happens when I click on post. So what the Instagram app does is, the Instagram app creates an envelope like the one that you are seeing on the screen. What it will do is it will create a package. It will say that, okay, before I send this to the Instagram server, let me create a package. So it basically makes everything into a package, and then it sends it to goes to the Instagram server. Then it goes to the Instagram server, and what does it say? It says that, hello Instagram, Avi wants to post something on Instagram, right? Then Instagram will say, okay, show me the image. Then the request will contain that image, right? My iPad will say, okay, here you go, here's the image. Then Instagram will say, does he have a caption? Then my package will have a caption. So Instagram will open that up and give the caption. Then Instagram server will ask, does he have hashtags? Then Instagram will give the hashtags, right? Then Instagram will ask that, does he have multiple photos or just one photo, right? Then I might have multiple, I might have single. All of this information is in that envelope, right? So then multiple photos are given. Then Instagram will ask, is there a music attached? Then maybe it is, maybe it is not. It will be in the envelope. Is there location attached? Here, location is attached, right? Once everything is done, Instagram will say, is that it? My iPad will say yes, or my iPhone will say yes, that is it. Then Instagram will say, okay, this looks fine to me. Let me put this in my database, and now your post has been posted. Have fun. So, do you guys know that loading that happens? Why do you think that loading happens when you are creating a post? This entire conversation is happening, right? And if something goes wrong, Instagram will say, oh, something went wrong, right? Have you ever tried creating a post without an image only? What do you think will happen if I try to create a post without an image and a caption? Instagram will throw away my letter. It will say that this does not contain an image, this does not contain any caption, get lost, right? So that is actually how the internet also works, right? And the best part is when Instagram sends me this response also, when Instagram says that, okay, your post has been posted, what will Instagram send me? Instagram will also send me a package. It will in detail tell me that, okay, your post has been posted. The post has been posted 5 seconds ago, right? Then it will tell me so far 5 likes. When I refresh, Instagram will send me another letter. What will that letter contain? Okay, 10 likes, 2 comments, right? Posted 5 minutes ago. Then again after 1 hour, I will refresh. Then it will tell me 100 likes, 20 people commented, right? So every time I'm refreshing, I go to Instagram and I say, please send me the updated envelope. Then Instagram gives me the updated envelope. I open that up and I see that how many likes are there, how many comments are there, how many, whatever, right? So how many of you guys understood this example also? Vaishnavi says me. What time? Gayatri says, Gayatri, the session will soon end. I will try to end it by 10:15. We are running a little late, but I will end it by 10:15. No worries. Okay? Understood. Crystal clear. Thank you. So now, guys, this is actually what I mean by a server. So now, do you guys understand what a server is? A server is just a computer who can talk to other computers over the internet. And that is what a server is. All right. Now you need to understand what is a domain name system. What is a DNS? Right. So basically, when I go to google.com, what is happening? When I go to instagram.com, what is happening? When I go to apple.com, what is happening? Netflix.com, what is happening? You need to understand that there is actually a DNS system which maps everything. So basically, when I go to google.com, where am I going? How does my iPad know where Google is, where Google server is, right? It's not possible for this is so, okay. So understand this. Let's say our iPads had this information, okay, that google.com server is this, facebook.com server is this. TikTok came. How do people know how to go to TikTok? Twitter came, Threads came out, right? New websites get launched every day. Every 5 minutes a website is launched, or every even a minute probably a website is launched. Do you think my iPad is updating its directory that, okay, Avi's website is over here, Facebook is over there, Twitter is over there, Threads is over there. Do you think that is how the letter is going? No, right? So basically what happens is there is something that we call as a DNS. Something that we call as a domain name system. So there is this public directory. It is like a phone book, right? In that directory, what will happen is it will map that google.com is in this address, right? Facebook.com is over here. Twitter.com is over there, right? avivashis.com is over there. AccioJob is over there, right? So basically, a DNS is what we call as a domain name system. And what it does is it links the name of the website, google.com, facebook.com, acciojob.com, to a different, to the server, right? Because what you need to understand is the server's address is not like, let's say, okay, what are the addresses of our houses? There's something like B123, right? Comma, ABC colony, comma, this part of Delhi, South Delhi, East Delhi, West Delhi, right? Then comma, New Delhi, right? And then the pin code. That is how normal humans addresses. But do you think google.com server address is also like that? That, oh, this server is in Mumbai, street 123. No. So every server gets a number for their address, and that number is very long. That number is something like 127 point something something point something something point something something. A lot of numbers, right? That is not something that humans can understand or remember. That is why domain. What is a domain? Google.com is a domain. Facebook.com is a domain. So domains are mapped to the addresses of the server so that me or my iPad or my iPhone can send that package, can send that envelope to that server. And then that server can also send it back to me. Why? Because even my computer has an address. And that address is what we call as the IP address, right? So every device has an IP address, which is a unique address. And this address is also something that the server is aware about. So whenever I send my email, whenever I send my envelope, what happens is that my envelope will contain the address where the request is coming from. The server will say, okay, let me reply to this request, and I need to send it over there. So it then sends it over there, right? So now how many of you guys have understood this? So there are two concepts that I covered. One is domain name system. Domain name system is the phone book, right? Because obviously my iPad cannot remember this much information, that Google is there, AccioJob is there, right? Then again, new websites will come every day. Will it remember every website's address? No. So that is why there's a domain name system, which is a phone book. What does that phone book mean? That it will have the domain name linked to the address of the server. What is the domain name? Domain name is basically a human readable name that is given to an IP address. What is an IP address? It is a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ... something, 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 right? But humans cannot remember that. That is why we have created English terms. Those English terms are linked to those numbers. Even my computer has a number. Your computer has a number too. And that number is our computer's address, right? Because we are sending a letter from our computer to their computer, to the server, right? So how many of you guys have understood this also? Tell me. How many of you guys have understood this? Great, great, great. I'm glad you guys did. All right. So that is actually, guys, it for the basics of internet, by the way. That is it. Now I can go into the depth. The depth is that there can be two types of addresses. One is IPv4, one is IPv6. IPv4 is the one that you guys can see over here, the one that I'm highlighting. This is IPv4. IPv4 is something that we used before. We had so many devices. Now that we have so many devices, we have switched to IPv6, which is way longer, and it has alphabets also. So now our address is no longer numbers. It is something like ABC 1 2 3 ... EFG something something. So now there is alphabets and numbers. Why? Because the amount of devices now that has increased so much, right? So IPv4, we are slowly switching from IPv4 to IPv6. Okay. So all right. So that is that as well. So what we have covered is, let me quickly revise basics of how the internet works. Everything is nothing but it is a communication between my laptop and the server's laptop, be it Google server, WhatsApp server, Facebook server, Instagram server, any server. Now, what is this server? Server is nothing but a server is a device which can communicate. So what it can do is it can say that, okay, a request is coming. Who is sending that request? What do you want me to do? What result do you want me to give? And then it will make it into a package and send that package to me. And what does that package look like? That package literally looks like your envelope, right? Like I said, it will look like this envelope, which will have all kinds of information, right? It will have all kinds of information, correct? That is a server. Then we have a domain name system. Obviously, now, if we are sending something to Google, I need to know Google's address. What is Google's address? Is it ABCD, first floor, second floor, third floor? No. So Google's address is nothing but a number, right? And that number is what we call as an IP address. But the issue is, everyone, like the humans, cannot remember that number. Imagine if we had to use the internet and every time we had to go to google.com, we had to type a long 8-digit number, 123:658 : was it 245 or was it 425? What was the number, right? So instead of that, what we do is we use domains. What are domains? Domains are unique names given to a website like Google, AccioJob.com, Google.com, Facebook.com, right? So that we can remember it. And there's a phone book. There's a domain name system, which is a phone book which says this name goes to this address. This name goes to this address, right? Then obviously I explain what domain name is: google.com, facebook.com, netflix.com. IP address is that address of your device, which is unique. Now there are two types of IP address. One is smaller, one is bigger. The smaller one is slowly getting outdated because obviously we are upgrading to the better one. IPv6 is the better one. All right. Okay. This much clear? Yash Raj says, understood a little. Do not worry. No one will ask you IP addresses. Do not worry. Pavan, I would love to address more, but understand the fact that this class is filled with beginners. So let's not go into details. All right. Okay, great. So now what we're going to talk about is the developer tools, right? So firstly, like I said, somebody had asked me what is the best platform to build HTML websites. I will say there's no platform, just download VS Code. I hope by tomorrow, everyone will download VS Code in their laptops, right? VS Code is this IDE. What is an IDE? Integrated Development Environment. What that means is you guys can develop on that. You guys can write code. Can I write code in Microsoft Doc or my Google Docs or MS Paint? No, right? I need to write my code somewhere, and that code is basically my VS Code, right? Application. So please download this application. Tomorrow I'll do the setup in front of you. Like I said, today, sadly, my laptop was not working. Something is wrong. I will try to fix it tonight, right? By tomorrow, I will make sure that my laptop is working. All right. So, okay. So now I would want to talk to you guys a little about HTML, CSS, and then obviously tomorrow we are getting started, right? So, okay. What is HTML and what is CSS? Now I talk to you guys about what is a server, how does the internet work, and whatever. Now I will talk to you guys about whenever I search something, what is inside that envelope. Whenever I Google something, what is really inside that envelope, right? Let's say dogs and cats I searched. So when I press enter, what is going to happen? My iPad is going to go to the Google server and say that Avi or this particular iPad's address is asking for dogs and cats images or dogs and cats search result. Please give me something. I will press enter. Google thinks about a little, goes to its backend, gets some data from the database, then sends it in the envelope. Now the envelope will contain a lot of things, right? But firstly, what will the envelope contain is an HTML file. Why? Because I need to show it to the user, right? So how will I show it to the user? Will I just, how do you show something? Using an interface, right? So HTML is everywhere on the internet. Whenever you search something, whatever you're seeing is technically HTML, right? So HTML is the building block of your entire website and the building block of every website, by the way. Be it if you're coding on HTML, CSS, even if you're using React, or if you're coding on other technologies like Angular, or any other technology like Vue.js, you are at the end of the day coding HTML and CSS only. What these frameworks do is they just make it easier for us to do that. All right. So at the end of the day, everything becomes an HTML document. All right. So this is the structure of an HTML document. You need to understand that when you, in an HTML document, you will have a lot of tags, right? Something like this. You will have the head of the document. You will have the body of that document. The head will be the top part, not necessarily the top part, but head will basically be your information. Whereas your body will contain all of the stuff that the user will see, right? Be it the text, be it the images, be it the videos, be it the audios, whatever, right? You will be showing that in the body, right? I don't want to talk about syntax a lot. I just wanted to show you guys and tell you guys that everything on the internet is an HTML document at the end of the day. Everything, this is the law of, you can say internet. Whatever the user is seeing will be an HTML document. All right. Now, what is CSS? So HTML is like when you're building a building, HTML is like the structure of the building. Whereas CSS is like the plastering, painting, all of that, right? So CSS is the beautification of it. CSS is what we call as cascading style sheets. What does cascading style sheets mean? It is just a styling sheet. What does styling mean? Styling means that you can beautify it. So whatever the colors and the boldness of a text, the different colors, background color, text color, right? So all of that is controlled by CSS. HTML is just the structure. What will HTML say? We have okay, so look at this. What will HTML say? That we have a bar over here, then we have this gray box over here, then we have some text over here, then we have some text over here, then some text over here, then some box over here. That is HTML. What will CSS say? This gray and this gray are different. This and this size is different. This is a smaller font, this is a larger font. This font is different, right? It will say all of this stuff is basically your CSS. All right. Okay. So that is your CSS. So how many of you guys have understood that? DS Code is a free tool. All right. Roger says what version is used, then version 5. HTML5 only, guys. Adding styles. All right. Style. By an HTML code, we can't get any error where our code is wrong. Okay. Because HTML is not a programming language. You need to understand the difference between a programming language and what HTML is. HTML is what we call as a hypertext markup language. That is the full form of HTML. Now, a markup language is just a language where you can code something. You cannot really run that code. Programming languages are programming languages where you're coding some logic and then the terminal is running that, and then maybe if error comes, it will show you the error. All right. I will dive deeper into this tomorrow. Don't worry. Let's keep today's class as just the introduction, guys. You have 3 more days, 3 more, 2 hours worth, very long sessions. Don't worry. We have plenty of time. Okay. So Mohammed Topic says, sir, I already self-studied React and React Native and good to create app. And oh, wow. That is really, really impressive, Mohammed. But so then I believe your primary goal at AccioJob is to upskill yourself and apply for jobs, right? So, but don't worry, you will definitely learn more. Even I was in this disbelief, by the way. Something that I will say is self-learning is not the best thing to do, guys. And that is something that I will tell you guys is because it took me years to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and to master it, right? I spent a lot of time learning a lot of unnecessary things also. I did not even learn things properly also, right? So that is why direction is very important. So we at AccioJob are going to give you direction, and we at AccioJob have built the structure and the course structure in such a way that it is well designed, right? To fit your needs. All right. Anyways, understood. Can you provide this PPT or content? All right. Yes. I know the time is over, guys. Don't worry. We'll continue from tomorrow, right? What I will do is I will copy this link and I'm sending this in the Zoom chats. If you guys can share it in your WhatsApp groups, please do, because obviously a lot of people have left for some reason, right? So let me send this for everyone to see. There you go. I hope you guys can now open that link, and I hope that link works for you, right? So all right. I hope I am still audible and visible, right? And my screen shouldn't be visible now, but okay. So, all right, everyone. Like I said, let's meet tomorrow. And first, tell me, is the Notion link working or not? And oh, also, do not leave yet, guys. You guys have to do an assignment. Wait. Let's go, guys. Please do not forget your assignments. Oh, okay. So since the link is working, let me send the assignment. So you guys can take this. I'm sending you the link. Fill this assignment form, and the assignment is, by the way, in the Notion link also. Let me share my screen again. Just a second, guys. Do not leave. All right. I know the time is up, but do not leave. Okay. So the assignment link you guys will find over here. All right. The assignment link you guys will find over here. So please do the assignment. I'll bold this as well. I'll maybe copy this and put this up only so that everyone can see this. All right. So here is your assignment link. And please do the assignment on your own. Do not cheat. It's a very, very simple assignment and you guys will be able to do it. All right. Anyways, so like I said, so firstly, before really, ending the class, I would want to get a feedback from you guys, right? And I will take a due note of that, like I did. All right. I am really sorry for going a little fast in the beginning of the class. I am really, really sorry for that. My humble apologies. From tomorrow, I will maintain a good pace. All right. And right now, just tell me how the class was. How was your first day? And then we leave. Okay, let's just do this quick session. Meet you tomorrow. All right. So the response is good. Thank you guys. This really means a lot to me. And I hope you guys are, active in the next session as well. That is tomorrow, 8 to 10 p.m. Right. Tomorrow we'll be starting with HTML, and Vaishnavi says helpful and much better than expected. I'm glad that is. Like I said, my job is to just give you guys all of the knowledge that I have, and your job is to practice. So please practice. Tomorrow's class will be 8 p.m. itself. Okay. And tomorrow I hope my laptop works tomorrow so that I can show you guys what we'll be building also. All right. So we'll build that tomorrow. And right, that is about it. So, all right, guys, let's meet tomorrow and have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Please do the assignment. And if there is any doubt, you can hit up any of the AccioJob people. And I hope you guys are active on the group as well. Right. Please send the Notion link and the assignment link on the group and make sure that everyone does it. It's very, very important. All right. Like I said, everyone can watch a video on how to swim, but till you jump into the pool, you will not learn how to swim. All right. So, okay. Let's end the session then. All right. Everyone, thank you for giving me your time and thank you for being this patient with me. And I hope to meet you guys tomorrow. And all right, I'll send it again. Wait. I'll just send the Notion link again. And like I said, please someone just put it on the group. All right. And I will ask someone else from the AccioJob team to also put it on the group. How do I share it now? Okay. Here you go. Again, guys, I've given it. All right. So just open it quickly and so all right. Yeah, I do not know what group, Surgeon, but I know that there is some group. Right, guys? There is a group, correct? All right. So tomorrow, maybe for those of you guys who are not, I will get that link, group link, and I will also put that in the Notion. All right. So I'll put that in the Notion also. Okay. So don't worry. I will make sure that everyone gets added. Don't worry. All right. But till then, everyone, have a good night. I will take care of this. And by tomorrow, you guys will get added. All right. Don't worry. And okay, you guys don't have the permission to send message. All right. All right. So I'll take care of that, guys. Don't worry. I'll text someone and I'll get the Notion link uploaded. All right. So don't worry about that. Let's end the class and I will make sure that everyone gets added. Don't worry. Okay. Karthik has sent a link, everyone. Please have a look at that link. Maybe that is the link. No, this is the YouTube link, Karthik. But okay. All right. No worries, guys. Don't worry. I will make sure that everyone gets added by tomorrow. I was not aware that most of you are not added. No worries. So till then, everyone, good night and see you tomorrow. All right. I will not take more of your time and don't worry. Okay. What link do you want me to send to you, Rahul? So Rahul is asking for a link, but what link I'm not sure. Abdul says assignment link. All right, let me share the assignment link again. The assignment link will be in this Notion. All right. Okay, everyone. Abdul and Rahul. All good? Okay, great. All right, let's meet tomorrow. And yes, Preeti, I am also leaving the meet. Good night, guys. Take care and stay safe. All right. It's monsoon season and it's raining heavily, but stay safe. And I hope everyone you love also stays safe. Okay. Good night, guys, and see you tomorrow.